First exercise is a squat to single leg stance. You're going to start on one foot. You're going to squat down and transition to that outer foot. You're working on that transition of balance, thinking nice strong core, really sitting back with your hips. You are thinking about engaging your foot, big toe, little toe, heel. At that arch, I really want you to focus on your breathing as well. Inhale and exhale on the way up. Next is a lunge swing. In that lunge position, you're going to step back, think about your foot, think about your knee position as that you swing that weight forward. The key is getting in that hinge. You're going to think about shoulder blades also down and back. That's part of you setting yourself up for success with this exercise. This is working on rotation in our spine and our hips. Here you can see from the other side, shoulder blades down and back. It's going to be an inhale, exhale on the way up, inhale, exhale, exhale, trying to control that knee, really sitting back in the hips. Here you can see a better view of getting those hips underneath you. So that's that glute activation piece. And you're also getting a good view when we switch legs of that nice deep hinge. So we hinge, we sit back into our hips, and then we explode forward. Next is a little bit of upper body, as well as working on crossing midline and controlling that position. You're in a lunge, and you were just doing a regular overhead press. You're going to think about shoulder blades down and back. As you can see, I'm focused on my breathing as well. You get a little bit of balance. Avoid overreaching. Avoid that hunch, shoulder blade down and back, nice and controlled away from your ear. Next is a cross-body row. So we're crossing midline. You're pulling across, shoulder blade down and back, down and back. Split squat, bent over row. So again, we're in that lunge position, thinking about shoulder blade rolling back, not letting that shoulder roll forward. Thinking about a nice strong core, and you're getting to practice a hip position. If that's easy, you can work towards doing this on one foot. This works on arch activation for a stronger foot, balance and coordination. This stuff will help you neurologically as well as strength. Here's going over that donkey kick. Chin tuck, down and back. Shoulders pressing away from the ground. That's working on your serratus anterior. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, engage that core. You're going to then lift that leg up. Don't overarch your back and worry about how high you're going. You're trying to keep those hips level and square, and that back is nice and straight. So that might limit how far you're going, but you'll hit that limit because you're not letting that back arch. You're going to feel activation in your glute. You're thinking about, again, that nice strong posture in the upper body and the core as well. That is just important with this exercise. If you forget those things, that's how you can hurt yourself. So we're stopping at the end range. We're avoiding that falling down and in. Inhale, exhale, up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. A bridge. Again, we're a nice deep breath in to engage the core. We're going to lift our hips up and down. Inhale, exhale, up. You can see I'm stopping at my end range. I'm not trying to go higher. I can't go higher because then it turns into my back. If you want to make it harder, we can do a single leg bridge. Key is keeping your hips up the entire time. We want to avoid rotation, and we want to avoid those hips losing their extension, so having those hips come up. Here you're going to see that's too far. That's that back arch we don't want. Keep your core engaged. You'll avoid that. We don't want those hips dropping. We don't want those hips falling. Keeping those glutes up as they get tired will be the hard part. Engage the core, squeeze those glutes, lift up, and extend the leg. This one is for your soleus and your calves. We're getting those nice and strong. You're just going to hold that position. We're thinking about working towards keeping most of the weight on that front leg. Nice hinge that we've been practicing. You're having that small heel raise. You're just holding until you fatigue. Come out of it. Relax for a second. You're going to come back in, raise that heel, keeping that lunge position. Back leg is just more for balance than anything else. Next, we have just another view. You can see I'm trying to keep that ankle in that position. You can see those nice wobbles. Disco taps, thinking about nice strong foot, big toe, little toe, heel. I'm going to lift that leg up. I'm reaching across the body. Coming back up, reaching across the other direction. This is challenging from a balance perspective, is lifting my arch. I'm thinking about nice and control through my foot, big toe, little toe, heel. I'm also thinking about my hip position. So there you can see that toe yoga. I'm trying not to let those hips dip. So this turns into a great hip exercise and a foot exercise. You can see it's nice and challenging, so I'm going to line my hips before I get started each time. That's going to help that glute and that foot continue to make that connection.